Hello! So much for Vita, first of all, I know. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a video every day, please. Come on. It's obviously not gonna happen. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Reading is a thing that got neglected for a lot of the summer. Like, I didn't read much between, like, the end of May and then, like, the end of July. And, so it's taken me a long time to get up enough books to, like, make a video about, some books that I've read lately. But I'm there now. This is too zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's Wild by Cheryl Strayed. This is a memoir by Cheryl Strayed, obviously. I love the movie. I've rewatched this movie a ton of times. It's one of my favorite movies now. And so I really wanted to read the book. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is pretty good. So it was a pretty solid memoir, as well as being a solid movie. Like, I wasn't let down, like, having such high expectations because I love the movie so much. A story about just saving your own life, basically, and I loved it. Okay, next is my most anticipated book of the year, The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, I read this in May, so it's been a little while. I don't remember all the feels, but of course I gave it 5 stars, because I love it. I didn't just give it 5 stars because it's my default for this series. I also gave it 5 stars because it was a beautiful, wonderful ending. I mean, it wasn't quite as crazy maybe and like scary as I thought it was gonna be, but I'm happy with how the series ended. Maggie Stiefvater's writing, and I just can't wait for her to come out with some new books. Next is a book that people have wanted me to read for years, and also just a book that I felt that I needed to because it's really popular, and I hear nothing but good things about this series, and I was kind of let down. I didn't really like it, and I'm not really a fan. I didn't really like it, and it is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Finally got through it. I've been trying to like read this book for a couple of years, and I finally got through it. And I don't see what all the fuss is about. I didn't enjoy it. I had to like really push myself to keep reading the whole time I was reading it. I found it like dull and just insta-lovey, but it's kind of annoying because they're like 15-year-old insta-lovies, you know, which makes insta-love even more annoying the younger the character is, for me anyway, because it just reminds me of like all these like young teenagers who live around me who are like, I'm so in love, after they've been dating someone for like 2 weeks. I do own the second book. I don't know when I'll ever read it. I don't really care about it. The Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. This is the Hidden Oracle, actually, which is the first book in the Trials of Apollo series. And Apollo was such a narcissistic ass. It was good to see his character growth, obviously, but God, it was annoying. It was obviously classic Rick. I mean, it was funny, it was great. I only give it 3.5 stars, just because it wasn't wow. I finally read something by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab. I read A Darker Shade of Magic, and it was so good. Like, the hype around Victoria Schwab, or at least around this series for sure, is well earned, because wow. I love the characters. I love Lila, even though she's really kind of a terrible person sometimes, and very selfish. Like, in terms of taking from other people, like, without really thinking about them. But I really love her, and she has redeeming qualities, and she's badass. And she's way overconfident, but it's kind of appropriate in some situations, and she's just great. And Kel can be a little brooding, but he's also kind of awesome. And the whole thing is great. So obviously 5 stars, like, new favorite series. So of course, right after that I read A Gathering of Shadows, because I had it on my shelf as well, and I just bought it a couple months ago. And also 5 stars. I mean, I'd say even better than the first. Lila's character development is so much better, and like the last part, oh my god, that last line just gets me. So intense, really good. I love them both so much. I can't wait for the next one. Well, these are the books that I recently have read. Let me know if you've read any of these books, how you feel about them, you know, all that regular stuff. Thank you for watching. Bye.